Hello and welcome back to Rich Tech. Today we have a 60 watt Magsafe 2 power adapter which we need to repair, and it looks okay at first glance, but we have damage right here. See that? This junction has come off. The rubber part has detached from the plastic part. The plastic part is the one which is remaining in there. So there is no strength in this joint. The cable is exposed, and with these Mac chargers, these are Magsafe chargers, they tend to be weak at this point, and this is a recipe for disaster in future. If this is left unchecked and repaired, this will lead to a breakage of the cable at this point, which will lead to short, and the components in the adapter itself will blow up. And so we want to repair that and make this charger to be new again. Of course, these chargers are costly, and there's no need to throw away such a charger because of just that damage. Now I have tested this charger. They could test it again here. It's connected to a power source and connected to our MacBook here. So it works, it's charging it. So there is nothing wrong with this charger. It's intact except for that portion. So let's work on this. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe to it, watch the videos in it, and also like it. So you're also free to give comments on how best to do some of these or your experiences. I really appreciate. Now the easiest fix for this is to use glue to reattach this junction to its place at that point. That is to reattach the rubber and the plastic. But that comes with its own challenges, because once you reattach this with glue to the plastic inside there is a chance that the same glue will attach this rubber point with the casing. Now we know that these chargers last for a very long time. The only thing they have as a weakness is the cable. So you can see this cable is well worn, is discolored, but it's still working. But the charger itself looks fairly good. So you can also change this cable, put a new one, and this charger will look as good as new. But one time, if you have this cable being ruined or spoiled and you want to replace it and you've glued this point, then when you're opening the casing to replace the cable, you'll break this whole point and ruin the casing. So the best way is to open up this casing and to reattach this rubber point or part to the plastic part of the junction without the glue touching either of these cases, and that one you'll have preserved the case together with the cable, and the repair will be more professional. For this repair, we'll need the following. That's super glue to reattach the cases once we open them. We'll need a pair of pliers which we'll use to open up the case with. We'll need some cleaning materials. The toothbrush is important in this to get into those difficult places where you need to wash, and some scouring powder and something to clean with, and also to dry things out, just a piece of cloth. Now opening this charger is fairly straightforward. You put a pair of pliers right here and pull these parts apart. But you can see there's also damage to this clip. It's already broken off from its anchor point right there. So we'll also replace this clip. The charger is open. Now we can access this junction. Now that we have the charger open, our main task is to reattach this rubber portion to the plastic portion. This is a plastic portion, this is the rubber portion of the junction. So I'll pull this rubber junction back there, reattach it with super glue, and then take everything back to the casing. But we can't do this when the charger is this dirty, so I want to clean this very quickly. Now here's the charger after cleaning. That's the junction which you've got to join up. The rest of the cable looks relatively good, even though a bit decolorized, but this is now ready for joining. One important thing you're going to look at here is that this junction, at this point, the plastic portion has a shape and two straight sides which have to correspond with the same shape on the rubber side, so that when you line them up and join them with super glue, they may fit snugly, and then the joint will be perfect. And here we have the new clip. Of course, that's the old clip. This is the portion which had broke off, and those two were ready for the assembly. Of course, I have a lot of these clips right here. After many years of doing this work, you collect this. They may help you, as in this case. So let's get on with this repair. So here is our glue. I'm hesitant to put it on that side because it will stick on the cable as I pull this rubber portion. So I'll put it on this side, on the plastic portion side, and it's only on this raised portion. There's no problem if it goes on to the cable because it will add to the strength. So make sure all of it is covered in the glue. Then now we can pull these two sides together, aligning the groove where the plastic portion has to settle in the rubber portion. There it is. Make sure you have only a small space. Now for these raised portions or protrusions on the rubber, I'll also apply a little bit of glue on them and hold them together with the pair of pliers for the glue to set. Now here we have the finished junction. There's still a bit some raised point, but this shouldn't worry anybody, because even right here the cable is connected to this rubber junction with the glue, so this is not going to come out anytime soon. Now we can go ahead and affix the clips. We start with the side which wasn't really opened, then we put this junction back in. Here we are. That's fitted nicely. Now the other clip we'll put after applying glue to the rest of the joint. To apply glue in this joint, you have to remove this clip so as to expose the surfaces which we want the glue to hold on to. Those are the surfaces we want the glue to hold together, the surfaces of the casing. Now let's apply the glue. The glue is applied to the raised portions, if possible to the back portions, so that the glue does not seep to the front where it can be seen after it has dried. Now we can close this as fast as possible. Here's the complete junction. You can see this is sturdy, it's not going anywhere. It's neat. The cable is strong and the junction is also strong. The joints of the casings have come back together nicely. And the clips can open up also freely. Now that is the completion of this work. If you like this kind of content, kindly consider subscribing, liking and sharing too. And I do appreciate for your time. Thank you.